You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It was totally the right thing to do. I shouldn't resent you for encouraging me to sell the stag. You know, I should reward you for keeping our family on track.
Right.
You know, that car was holding me back.
What do you mean, holding you back?
That's like a time machine. You know? Like when I get in it, it literally transports me. And sometimes I even talk to him. And you know, I'm sorry about that.
How do you mean, talk to him?
It's like he's there beside me. Only happens when I'm on my own.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
Because I didn't want you to think I was crazy. Or that I was too involved in my past life. Or that I'm trying to keep him alive or something.
I don't think you can control things like that.
I have a sweater of his in the back of my closet that I keep in plastic. Sometimes I take it out and I smell it. And it's like he's in the room with me and he's got his arms around me. Is that wrong? Means you want to leave me?
For some folks who lose people, it can be a real challenge to keep them alive. They heal quickly and get on with their lives and feel terrible for it. For others, it's almost as hard to keep them dead. They won't leave them alone the rest of their life. It's love and grief, baby. There are no rules.
Does it bother you that Michael is still so present in my life?
You loved him at the time he died, right? Love sets at moments like that. Grief hopefully fades, and memory eventually, but love. I knew how much you loved him, gone into this. I'm a grown-up. But I also know how much room there is in there. That's what drew me to you. That your heart was the biggest place I'd ever been in the world. I knew that from the way you are with people, my parents, patients, daughters. And if I got one little part of that, well, that was way more than I ever expected.
Okay, this is a tough one. I am going to try to talk about grief and love and past relationships all in a few moments. But anyway, let me pause for a second. My name is Elizabeth Overstreet and I am a relationship expert. The snippet that you just watched is from a show that is on Amazon Prime Video called Modern Love. As you guys know about me, I love to tell stories through other people's stories on TV, in the stories or books we're reading or things that we just have an interest in, because I think these stories often mirror what we experience in real life, which is why we are drawn to them. So in this particular scenario, the wife in the scenario and the husband were having a discussion. The wife is struggling to sell a car that has significant meaning to her because attached to this car is a lot of emotional experiences and memories she's had with her ex-husband who died suddenly of an illness and unexpectedly. You know, it's a pause moment for sure, because it's like, do you reveal to your partner that, hey, I love you and I'm here in this current state with you, enjoying you and I'm into you, but I had this other thing and I have this connection to this thing through something I own, and I want to be really straight with you about how I'm grieving through this process. And my answer as a relationship expert is that if the person is mature enough to receive the message as it plays out in this scenario, you should be able to share that message with them, and they should be able to receive it and understand that love is impermeable. And what I mean by that is that there will be first loves and there may be subsequent loves, but love is a thing that if it's really genuine and you really had it for someone, it doesn't go away. There is a spot for it that is in your heart. It doesn't mean that you are longing for that person or that you're not happy in your current relationship. It just is a natural process we have as humans. We love certain things. We love our parents. We love our dogs. We love certain aspects about people we had relationships with, which is why we fell in love with them. So in this scenario, I think it's a really great example of how it's important to communicate through those feelings as a couple, and how when you are vulnerable and transparent with one another and both individuals are mature enough to have the conversation, that it actually can shift and strengthen your bond to one another. So check out Modern Love when you get a chance. I think it's a great show to learn about different types of love, and it's based on real life love stories that a New York columnist wrote about. And also, if you want to learn more about my content and how I love to talk about love, God, that was like an oxymoron, check me out on Instagram at The New Rules of Dating. Until next time, XOXO.